everyone, welcome back to Vedic Life Coaching. Thank you so much for joining me, and welcome to the Sidereal Vedic Astrology Outlook for the month of September. Now I'm recording this the day before the big eclipse. Tomorrow, the Satyabhishak eclipse. It's a big one. It's all about healing. It's all about things coming full circle, possibly, in people's lives. We have some interesting news that seems to match up with that. I will talk about that as we get into it. But I just wanted to say I'm recording this. I'm recording this on the 27th of August, the day before the big eclipse. So we are in an intense season. The cosmic weather is intense at the moment. So there might be some big changes happening for you, especially if you've got planets definitely in Cancer, definitely in Leo, definitely in Aquarius. So if you've got any significant planets there, you will be noticing changes, big things happening. And yeah, this is quite an incredible time. We've got so much to talk about. There is just so much. I feel like there is so much to talk about. And recent news, there's even just been in the last couple of days, things that I haven't looked at all. This morning I saw a news item about a flood or a mudslide, something like that, happening in Nepal. So I just wanted to send my best wishes and healing energy to anyone that's in that area. I hope you're doing okay. This is a time, this is a window. We've got a full moon lunar eclipse happening tomorrow. So some people this is a window where people do leave the earth plane. They depart the earth plane in the lead up to a full moon. And we've had a really big star in the United States. She is going to perform for the gods now. That's incredible. So Dolly, Parton, I just wanted to touch briefly on that piece of news, which, of course, I haven't looked at her chart. I always remember, though, that she's a Leo moon. I do remember that. I haven't looked at her chart. I won't look. But it's, I always remember that her Leo energy. And she was always in my quote jar. Well, not always in my quote jar, but when I did pick a card, I used to put quotes by wise people. And she was frequently in the quote jar. And my favorite quote by her is just this very simple line that I've probably quoted to quite a few of you in your readings. And it's this line: find out who you are and do it on purpose. And I always remember that line by her because it is a very brilliant line that pretty much encapsulates all of the spiritual path. So find out who you are, that's the spiritual path. And do it on purpose is like all of self-help and psychology. It's like that one statement just covers the things I'm passionate about and the things that I love. I think that's exactly what we're all here to do. I think we're here to find out who we are, and that process can be long. That process can take a lot of time, of figuring out, well, I'm not that, and I'm not that, and I don't like that, so the netty way of, figuring out what we're not. But then she's very much about find out who you are, find out the yeses, find out what you love, and do that extra. And turn up the volume and do it to the max. And I love that. I think it's such a fantastic bit of wisdom. But when you look up quotes by her, you will come across so many one-liners that are just genius and brilliant. And you'll also come across so many jokes as well. She was so funny and just wonderful. I think she touched just about everybody on the planet, and if you love music, then you would have a favorite. I can't work out what is my favorite song by her. It might be 9 to 5 because I love the thing how she did the nails. She did the sound with the nails. That's how she invented that. I just love it. Anyway, there are too many stories to tell there, but she's a really special person in that she cuts across all ages. She cuts across all beliefs, all political parties, all everything. And just this morning I was listening to Shauna Kay, and she said that this lady was a real unifying figure, and I think she definitely was. So yeah, a real star is going back to the heavens. It's yeah, amazing. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get straight into the news, because there is so much to talk about, so much to cover here. I'm going to hit record, and then I'm going to draw a little star so I can sync all of this up in editing, and I'm going to hit undo. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got. Energy for September 2026. So the eclipse dust will be settling. Okay, so 2 big eclipses in the month of August. People are in new positions. And I had said in last month's episode that people were going to go down. People were going to take a fall, kind of thing, in status. Or, people who have been riding high but doing the wrong thing are coming down. And we have seen that with Fauci. Fauci got grilled. I saw that footage. So I thought, yeah, that worked out. What I said there was true. In India, I think, Rahul Gandhi is on the rise in popularity. People are seeing that he is quite the real deal person. He is on the ground level. He's connected to the people. He cares about the people. And someone like Narendra Modi, who was very popular, I think his popularity might have come down a notch. Reporting has changed in India. We've seen Prince Harry. He's lost significant court cases and is up for millions of pounds. We're going to talk about him in the news section. Meghan Markle, she too has also, I think she's in a new position as well. Both of them are in a new position. They're in England, so we're going to talk about that. But yeah, the eclipse dust is settling, and some people will have gone up and some people will have come down as well, because of the sun. Ketu was very strong there. Forward momentum. We're going to have some forward momentum now in September. If you feel like you've been walking through mud, that is perfectly understandable. This month has been, I've been hearing people say that it's been stuck energy. They haven't been able to get things done, or they're not quite feeling connected. Inspiration, people haven't been inspired. All of this. And I know that we're in a number 1 sun year, and I've talked a lot about how this year is supposed to be very creative, but I have felt, my creativity is not happening at the moment as I would like it to. My client sessions have been going just fine, so that's just ongoing and regular work, and that's all going well, so that's not been a problem. But my creativity is kind of on hold. By the way, guys, Patreon, I'm not uploading anything there, so if you would like to cancel your subscriptions, please feel free to do so. Equally, if you're enjoying the lessons, you're welcome to stay, so there's no problem there, and I will inform you when I'll be back making more content there. So I will tell you about that here when I get back to that. But there will be action on plans this month, forward momentum. So see how that goes, because we're going to have Mars moving into Cancer, and Mars is going to start to power down. So, but it's like maybe Mars is physically powering down, but maybe mentally Mars will be quite active. So if you are, doing some form of creativity that requires the mind, well, there's great energy for that. So, that will continue. This month, we're going to have a focus on commercial activities. We're going to have a focus on money markets, money, Venus in Libra. So there's going to be all that kind of energy happening just around the world. All right, so we'll have a look at Mars moving into Cancer, 18 September onwards. Energy will intensify here. This is a debilitated Mars, so some of the shadow aspects of Mars might emerge and might, things could get difficult on the world stage if there's difficult karma that has to play out. This could be a time from, say, for example, 18 September through to mid-November. Things could be very intense on the world stage. And I have been saying over the last few months, if you don't have to travel, then you don't have to. I think I saw a comment, maybe it was last month, and someone had said that they're going to miss out on Diwali celebrations, and then I felt bad because I was like, oh no, I want you to have fun. Like, so it's interesting because it's like, yeah, when I think of travel, I always just think of work, but no, yeah, it could be people may nominate to miss out on fun, but travel's going to be a lot better in the coming years. So if you are nominating to miss out on travel, say for example, I think it's early November I've got here, early in November to the last third of November is intense energy. I think that is the time to really take care if you're traveling. I've got one of my clients who is part of the flight crew. She flies all the time. So, she'll be flying. And I've got another client who I know definitely will be traveling, say, for example, I think around March of next year, which I've also flagged as a time where one should really take care. So one must keep doing life. We should keep doing life. If your job is to be in the sky, you got to go to work. So keep doing life, but bear the cosmic weather in mind. I think that's how I take, the use of this system. I work with my intuition first, actually, and I bear the cosmic weather in mind. So, always work with your intuition. It will guide you the best because that's primary information. So that's the best thing to work with. All right, Venus in Libra, what's going on here? So this is going to be for a while, 2nd September to early Jan. Venus is even going to retrograde in here in October. Yeah, so this is interesting. This is really good energy for commercializing your creativity. We've got Sun in Leo, so there's a lot of creativity, and if you want to commercialize that, if you want to get that to the people, if you want to, this is also good for socializing. Actually, it's good for socializing. It's good for international networking. All that kind of thing. So purchasing power will be strong, or definitely the desire to purchase things will be strong. Do you have money to buy things? Maybe not. That's like me. I don't have money for shopping, but I might want to buy things at this time. So that's kind of interesting. Let's have a look. Mercury in Virgo. I'm trying to move along here as efficiently as I can because we've got a lot of news to cover as well. Mercury in Virgo. This is a very sharp energy. Oh, so beautiful. Strategic energy at its best. Yeah, I mean, this is just Mercury being superb. So thinking beautifully, speaking beautifully, but strategizing, thinking about your life, seeing yourself clearly. If you're doing spiritual work, self-development work, any of that, you'll be able to be quite sharp and insightful for your own self. So yeah, great energy to devise plans. Sharp logic, computational power and skill, all brilliant at this time. Sun in Virgo, 17 September to 18 October. This is winning energy in the sky. It's good for competitions, good for success. If you're in a legal case, maybe something could go forward on that. But there's some pretty good energy for September. It's not looking too bad from what I'm seeing. Looking ahead. Now, this is something I just wanted to cover because I thought some of you might be planning ahead for next year. And I just thought, why don't I? Because I was looking this up for myself. When is the next Akshaya Tritiya? And this is a very, very beautiful Akshaya Tritiya. It's going to be on the 7th of May, which is a Friday, and the 8th of May as well. So this is an incredible day to do something important, do something special. Maybe you want to register an account or create something. You could even get married on this day. So we've got an exalted moon, exalted sun, exalted Jupiter, and exalted Venus. So this is something very special. So if you want to start something on that day, 7th May 2027, it's a really good time to do that. And yeah, I've got here November 2026 and March 2027. Take extra care when traveling, and that's just something to bear in mind. Welcome Aries. So this is Aries ascendant, Aries moon, or Aries sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. Let's take a look at what's going on. You've got a lot of energy around here, so I'll just get my bearings and get out of the royal news and get into what's happening for you. All right, so we're going to have Sun. Sun is still in Leo, so there's still this creative energy that happens until about middle of the month, and then Sun will step into being with Mercury. Now Mercury is going to be sharp all month. It's going to be really beautiful. So you're sharp, you're strategic, you are possibly serving people, you're working, you're doing your career, all of that's going really well. You're possibly getting some very good ideas or guidance on ways to improve your health. Maybe there's something being illuminated regarding your health, or you're going to learn something about health that you could implement into your life and really make a difference to your days. There is something like this where you maybe it could be diet related or some kind of change, but some kind of knowledge or something like this, something being illuminated, some change that you might make regarding your health, and that's going to be really helpful for you. Now I've got commercial activity, commercial creativity, even better, in Libra all month. This could even be more than commercial creativity, or, you know, even this could even be sort of foreign exchange, international wealth, international money, but this could also be social media. This could be beautifying your social media platforms or something along those lines as well. But it could be social activity. It's good for socializing, not so great for romance. It's okay for romance, but not necessarily the best. This is more, it is better work energy actually, and you can invest your energy into your work, but also socializing or some international angle as well. Now, Mars powers down in Cancer. So we've got the powering down energy, you know, there's a shift in the air, definitely in the northern hemisphere. We've got an autumnal thing going on. So Mars powers down in Cancer. That's 18 September to mid-November. So this could be, you know, physically, maybe you're not doing as much. Maybe you're a bit more at home. Maybe you are now intellectually, you could be quite active and reading books and studying, and you know, we're getting into sort of hot chocolate and books type time of year here. So this is, I like all of this. This is really nice. I always really like the lead up to Christmas, special time of year. We've got the new moon happening, Leo Purva Falguni Nakshatra, 11 September. This is really nice energy, and this is something of the fruits of your labor, or this is something about celebration, or this is something about maybe a job well done, or you know, something new, and there's something fresh. So there's a nice new energy here for you, a crisp, new, lovely energy, a crisp newness to life. But something that feels like fruits, or hey, I like this. There's something good there. And then we've got the full moon happening on the 26th of September. So that's a new moon on the 11th of September, and we've got the full moon, Pisces Uttarabhadrapada in Pisces Uttarabhadrapada. This 26th September full moon. All right, so now this is a big one. This is, you could be closing out if you feel like there's been something limiting you. And this could be something etheric, invisible. There's something, it's like there's been something hanging over your head, and there's like, you feel like you're limited. This limitation really could dissolve. at this time. So that is just something to bear in mind, because it's the last limit before we get to Revati. Revati, that's where we're really completing the whole nakshatra system there. So the last limitation, something about the last limitation, because it's the last time Uttar Bhadrapada is lorded by Saturn. It's the last time you feel Saturnian energy in this way. We do have Saturn in Pisces still, so you are still working with some stuff in a bigger long-term sense, but there can be a dissolving or a big spiritual completion that's happening there on the 26th of September. Some invisible thing that you feel like it's holding you back, that will dissolve. You're done with something. Some cycle is coming to an end. Aries, thank you so much for tuning in. We are now going to welcome Taurus. Taurus, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I'm just checking the light because we've got full sunshine now, and I'm thinking of closing the blind. Sorry, Taurus. See if that's any better. I think that's a little bit better. I don't know. What have we got going on? I mean, you're looking at this screen anyway, I'm sure. We've got a lot of activity here. Okay. Oh, this is quite nice. You've got the sun in Leo, and that's in the 4th house there, and that's this could be a little bit of an expensive time for you actually, across the month of September. Definitely in that early part of September, things could be a little bit expensive. But in terms of your mercurial energy, this is good for creativity, but this is good for being strategic with your creativity. This could be good detail sort of energy, fine detail. If you're doing any creativity that requires fine detail, this is good for that. You could be strategically thinking up what you're creating. You could be really looking at what you're creating, but in terms of the long term, how does it fit with who you are, where you want to be, where you're going, all that kind of thing. Now we've got Venus in, Now we've got Venus in Libra in the 6th house all month. And this is going to be here for a while, quite a while, I think to early January. So this is not the best energy for romance, but it's excellent energy for work. It's excellent energy for being productive at work. It's excellent for commercializing something. You could be commercializing something. You could be commercializing your skills or your services, or you could be packaging something up for people, or finding that win-win. So what is it that people want? What is it that people need? What is it that I can easily put together and get to the people? There's something, it's like you're commercializing something, or you're making it accessible for people, or you're making it easy, and this could be international activity as well. This could be to do with social media. This could be networking in a work sense. This could be quite a lot of things. So it could even be potentially partnering up, collaborations, that kind of thing, collaborations at work, partnering up, making your work beautiful, or focusing on the style, or improving the style, or reinventing the style of something. Could be all of that. Now Mars powers down in Cancer. Okay, so that's coming here. That's 18 September to mid-November. So this could be a few things. One thing it could be, there could be some mind games with people. There could be some of that type of energy, or people wanting to play mind games with you, and you just ignore that. It is actually good energy for coaches, actually, because, you know, we do have Mars coming close to an exalted Jupiter here. You might be quite wise and insightful, and your friends might be asking you for guidance across this time. So it could be a bit of a social time. It could be that you are guiding people, or you're helping people figure out their stuff. There could be some of that. It's good for mental activity. If you know, love reading, studying, writing, any of that, it's quite good. Reading books, studying, writing, hobbies, inner reflection type work as well, potentially. Now we've got a new moon, 11 September, Leo Purva Falguni Nakshatra, and that's happening here. So this is quite nice energy. This is something is renewing, and something is renewing regarding your home, where you live. There's something new here, or there's fruits, or there's something that you could be celebrating something. You could be at home celebrating something. There could be a celebration going on. There's something fresh and new. There's a crisp new energy here on the 11th of September. And then we've got a full moon here in Pisces, Uttarabhadrapada Nakshatra, 26 September. So this is if you have perceived perhaps a limitation in your life, and this could be a limitation that, say for example, is in connection with an older sibling. I'm just going to open this blind. We've had some very interesting lighting here. Lighting has gone up and down, so that's a little message for. Look at that, with a lot of clouds. I would show you, but your camera's all set up. A lot of thick cloud cover. Wow, so maybe the light is changing. Maybe you're going to have a bit of an up and down little time coming up. So that could be a thing, because in Jyotish we have to count everything. So 26 September, I mean, look, what we've got here is if there's a limitation that you perceive and is in connection with an older sibling specifically, it's like that's dissolving. There's a limitation. If you feel that you've been limited, if you feel like your growth has been limited, or why isn't it happening for me, something of that nature is dissolving. It's the last time you're going to have to deal with this limit. It's all going to change. We've had the eclipses. The life is changing now. So you don't have to worry. Things really are changing. For you, Taurus, I think things are changing a lot. The light is going up and down. The light just in your little segment has gone up and down quite a bit. So, and you'll see when I edit this, there'll be a lot of little cuts. So, bit chopping, changing energy, but it's all good. All right, Taurus. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We are now going to welcome Gemini. Gemini, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So this is Gemini Ascendant, Gemini Moon, or Gemini Sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. So what have we got going on, Gemini? Well, we've got this beautiful energy here. Sun is in a very winning place, actually, at the first half of the month for you. So the sun is fantastic. You could be using that to be being creative. Of course, as well, the sun is getting away from Ketu. So it's like if you found the eclipse period a little bit tough, sun is now moving away from that eclipse point. Things are getting brighter, things are getting better, things are getting easier. And sun is about to join Mercury. So Mercury is going to be, this is actually really good. Let's have a look. Yes, it's beautiful. This is really great energy for writing, for studying, for maybe you're strategically, maybe you're making plans about home, about where you want to live. Maybe you're quite connected with family members. Maybe you are coming up with strategies and solutions even for your family members. It could be something along those lines. But you're illuminated, you are, and you're building your life. There's something about you building your life, you're building your world, you're strategic, you're sharp, you're on it. We've got forward momentum now. Good energy is here now. The eclipse is done, and we've got much better energy. So now we've got Venus in Libra commercial creativity in Libra all month. And this is going to be for quite a while. So this is lovely energy for romance. So if you want to meet a partner, if you want to enjoy time with a partner, you've got like from now through to early Jan. This is great. Just time of being in love or romance or something. It's pretty amazing. It's nice energy. But equally, you could just be loving life. You could be loving being creative. Maybe you've found some creative thing, something that you want to make, something that, and I'm getting like a phrase of creating something to give back to God. Like there's something beautiful here. So that's really, really nice energy. And this is good for romance because it's in the 5th house. Good for meeting new people. Good for socializing. Mars powers down in Cancer. So that's across here. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Well, I would say be careful in how you speak to your family members. This is from 18 September to mid-November. Yeah, definitely be careful how you speak to family members. There is some aggression energy. So you want to be careful how you speak, or that you don't want to be too hot-headed or just say something you're going to regret later. So that's from 18 September to mid-November. If you're in any arguments with people or things are difficult, just be mindful and just, you're mindful ahead of time. So you've got the advantage. You know the cosmic weather. Okay, so when you know the cosmic weather, it's kind of like that relaxes people a lot anyway, because you know what's coming up. So then, yeah, you're equipped. We've got here a new moon, Leo Purva Falguni, 11 September. So that's happening here, and that's in the 3rd house. Oh, well, that's really beautiful. This could be a time, this is a good time to make new friends. Or your network could grow, or there could be a glow up even here, or like the energy is just brilliant. There's something, maybe you get a ton of new ideas. This is on the 11th of September, so there's some fruits, there's some very positive, beautiful energy here on the 11th of September. A portal of newness, something's coming in. And then we've got a full moon happening Pisces Uttarabhadra Nakshatra on the 26th of September. So if you feel like there's been a limit on your work, on your career, that there's just this barrier that you can't break through, this barrier could really dissolve here on the 26th of September, where you will not have to encounter this thing again. And this is specifically in relation to career. So if you feel like breaking that next level or something's been difficult, it's like something etherically is going to dissolve and something will be easier for you going forward. So that is what I'm seeing for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are now going to welcome Cancer. Cancer, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I just want to check the time. We're okay. All right, so Cancer, what have we got going on here? So we've got Sun and Mercury sharp in Virgo all month. Now, Sun is going to step out of Leo. The first half of the month might be expensive. You might be spending a lot, or there's just all these extra expenses. You're wondering, where has that come from? Well, that is going to change. So Sun steps into Virgo. This is mid-month onwards. And Sun is in a very powerful position for about a month. So we're looking at mid-September for a month. Sun is in a very powerful position. You'll be shining, you'll be seen, your ideas will be taken on board, people will get what you're talking about, networking. This is all very positive. It's really, really good. Mercury is sharp in Virgo all month. This is excellent energy for writing, for communicating, for being prolific. Maybe, and if you're doing work with fine detail, any hands-on work as well, we've got Mars aspecting in here. Yeah, you could be working hands-on. There's something about you being prolific. Maybe you're being prolifically creative, or something amazing, or it's fine detail, or there's something incredible. So great creative energy at play, which is really nice. We've got Venus in Libra. So this is all month, and this is going to be through till about early Jan of next year. So this is commercial creativity in Libra all month. This is really good if you work from home or you want to work from home. This could be a time where you set that up, actually. If you want to work from home now, this could be a time where you're setting that up. There's something, though, as well about... So we're in the home here. I mean, maybe you're buying new things for your home. Maybe you are making your home more beautiful. Maybe there's quite a focus on home. Maybe you're just loving being at home. This could be that as well. But there is activity here. Libra is the marketplace. It is active. So it's not like Pisces or something, where Venus just wants to rest and do nothing. So it's not quite that kind of energy. You are sort of active, but it is home focused. And it could be social. Maybe you're having people come over to your place and you're doing some entertaining or something along those lines. So doing some entertaining, that's very Martha Stewart, isn't it? I'm just thinking of her book, Entertaining. I don't really particularly do any entertaining. Anyway, I might have a friend over now and then, but I mean, that's about it. All right, so entertaining just sounded official, didn't it? I'm sorry. It's just that book, it kept popped into my head as well. So I think that there's a reason for why that book popped in, and I think it's because of Libra, Venus in Libra. Because I'm thinking home, I'm thinking commerce, and I'm thinking Venus as well. Mars, let's have a look at Mars. Mars powers down in Cancer, 18 September through to mid-November. Yeah, that's quite interesting. You might feel a little bit tired at times because this is going to aspect into that Venus as well. You might be a bit tired at times. Mars and Jupiter, wow. Mars and Jupiter in the first house. These are some big, heavy energies. So you might not want to do as much. You might be a bit tired. Mars can be energizing in the first house. It could be a bit stop-start. You could just get these bursts of, I want to do stuff, and then, I'm tired, I don't want to do anything. It could fluctuate. Energy could really fluctuate. Yeah, Mars will do that. Mars is either Aries, all go, or Scorpio, stop. So your energy could be a bit up and down across this month. We've got a new moon happening, Purva Falguni, 11th September. Oh, that's lovely. I just had the phrase come in, treat yourself to something new. Could be new ideas come in, could be a renewal in family relationships. Could be something new, and there's something about treat yourself to something new. This is the fruits of labor. This is like you're enjoying rewards, okay, and that's on the 11th of September. Or you're treating yourself in some way. And we've got full moon, Pisces Uttarabhadra Nakshatra on the 26th of September. This is some kind of limitation, and this could be a limitation. Interestingly, this could be some limitation I'm getting from father. If you've had an authority figure over you who has wanted things to be a certain way, but you're growing and you're discovering, well, hey, hang on a minute, I've got different ideas. It's like there's some limitation that was set maybe by someone else that will dissolve, and you're going to grow past that. So that is what is coming up there on the 26th of September. Very nice energy, Cancer. All right, we are now going to welcome Leo. Leo, welcome. How are you doing, Leo? We've got not much left for this. It's 28 minutes. It's going to cut out at 29 minutes. It's okay. Let's keep going. Leo, welcome. Leo ascendant, Leo moon, or Leo sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. Let's take a look at what's going on. So we've got the sun in your sign. Okay. So that's happening until mid-month when sun will join Mercury. Now, Mercury is brilliant in your second house. So This is great for speaking. This is great for, it's great for writing as well, but it's great for speaking. It's great for being very sharp, very strategic. Maybe you've got a lot of new ideas coming in. The sun, interestingly, across this period, things could be expensive. So you might be spending more. Some more spending is happening. But Mercury is very sharp and intelligent here. And there's also something about you maybe getting new ideas on making money or how to save your money better, or you're being very clever about your money. You're figuring something out financially, or maybe you're figuring out something financially for the long term, or you're going to re-strategize, or you're going to do something clever with your finances and it's for the long term. So there could be something connecting in with, I don't know, you being sharper with long-term wealth, or getting insights about long-term wealth. Something like this could be happening. Venus, this is very nice in the third house here. So I've got here commercial creativity in Libra all month. So this is good for commercializing your creativity, or commercializing something. Maybe you're commercializing something here, you're packaging up, you're getting it to the people, you're finding some kind of win-win, you're finding what the people want, what your market wants, and how to give it to them in the exact right way. Or you're improving that, or you're making it look better, you're making it more stylish. This could be that kind of activity, or you're investing time and money into maybe improving the look of something or making something look good creatively. It's nice social energy as well. You could be socializing across this time. It could be a time where you meet partner as well. So yeah, that is possible. If you're single, there could be you meet someone special. So this is really from Venus in this area, from not now, but it's all month. I think I've got the dates somewhere on a different slide, but it's through to about early Jan, because Venus is going to retrograde here. We'll talk more about this in upcoming episodes. What have we got here? So we've got Mars powering down in Cancer, 18 September to mid-November. Wow. Yeah, you might... There's a sort of power down energy. There's a bit of a physically, I think we're powering down a little bit as we, as we come into the end of the year. There's a bit of a tired energy here, I mean, Mars in, this is watery, and Jupiter's in here as well. Yeah, so even I'm feeling a bit heavy as I look at this and speak about it. So, but it's like this is happening in a spiritual place for you. It could be that you feel a bit tired or a bit run down, and that's okay. Energy fluctuates and changes as we go through the year. But equally, if you do have get up and go to do things, this could actually be mentally speaking, mentally and emotionally. You've got the energy, and you can be working, studying your spiritual texts, self-development, all that kind of thing, working with the mental body, working with the emotional body, working with the spiritual body. You can be working in these ways. So because you're going to have Mars going in the 12th, and in the 12th, that's where we're working, it's that invisible work that nobody sees you doing. So there's time for that, 18 September to mid-November. And then we've got new moon, Leo Purva Falguni, 11 September. So that's here. That's your full moon. Hey, this is nice. Well, this is a portal for all kinds of newness. This is a celebration. This is Purva Falguni is rewards. It's a time to treat yourself. So it's something about rewards, treating yourself. Maybe a lot of new long-term ideas for your whole life are going to come in. So you might get some really good new ideas big new ideas that, your Mercury will help strategize how you want to do things going forward. So I think you might be getting insights, clues about the future even. Maybe you're even getting a little preview about things to come. So there's some very interesting energy at play around the 11th of September. Then we've got a full moon, Pisces, Uttarabhadra Nakshatra on the 26th of September. This is, wow, that's a big full moon right there in the 8th house. So you're doing quite a lot of sort of invisible work, stuff that people don't know that you're doing, or and there are limitations in those invisible realms that are starting to just dissolve and vanish. You're growing, and you're growing beyond the limitations. Certain things that may have been holding you back in the past, they're not going to be able to hold you back anymore. So that is changing, and that's going to be changing on the 26th of September. Something about the last of the limitations. There's some last layer that's going to go. So Leo, that is some interesting news there. All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in. We are now going to welcome Virgo. Virgo, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So this is Virgo Ascendant, Virgo Moon, or Virgo Sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. So what do we have going on here? We've got all this activity here. We've got the Sun. Okay. Sun. So Sun leaves this place. If you've been finding it hard to sleep, Virgo, that's going to change. Because the Sun is going to move out of the 12th house. And so sleep patterns should improve a lot. So if sleep has been difficult, that is really going to improve. You've got your Ascendant Lord in first house with you. So you're very sharp. You're very sharp all month. Your energy should just be absolutely fantastic, really. It's very good. Sun's going to come in here and illuminate. The Sun can be a little bit draining sometimes in the first house. So energy might fluctuate. You might be a little bit tired here and there. But it's looking very good. There's good energy here for you across this month. Now, commercial creativity in Libra all month. Wow, this is very nice. This is very, very nice energy, Virgo. Normally when I see like Venus in Libra, I'm not too keen on it. And I say that it's not romantic and things like that. But when you've got Venus in Libra in the second house, you got everything. So it's like, there's no reason for me to be to diminish this Venus at all. It's like this beautiful energy, and you've got this right up until, say for example, what is it? Early Jan. So we'll talk about this in a future episode. I'll go into Venus retrograde in this area, but what this is lovely energy for you to be creative, for you to be commercializing your creativity, for you to be enjoying time with friends. You're eating beautiful food, you're looking beautiful, everything's beautiful. It's like there's just this beautiful energy, and it's like everything's lovely and nice, and Venus is very good here. So you're eating well, you're looking good, you're feeling good, you're speaking beautiful ideas. It's just like there's just all this beauty energy. It's really great. So very, very, very nice. Let's have a look at Mars. Mars powers down in Cancer. All right, so that's here. This is actually very good. Mars is powering down, but this is very good energy for you to be making money and growing wealth and growing opportunities, networking. You've actually got some really good Mars energy. Mars is sort of powering down a little bit, but for you, no, it's not really powering down. You can do things with this. Jupiter's there as well. So you've got good energy. Talk about, energy for commercializing something. It's like you've got great energy for making money, growing something, being successful, being seen, growing social media platforms, any of that. This is all very good. We've got new moon, Purva Falguni, 11th September. That's right here. So you're going to have new spiritual insights, new ideas, lots and lots of new ideas. So, and you're being quite creative. So this is very, very good energy. You can achieve quite a lot. You've got nice things happening all around. I'm loving all of the energy here. You can really enjoy this autumnal period. You're coming into some very good energy, Virgo. And we've got a full moon here, Pisces, Uttarabhadrapada Nakshatra, 26 September. So that's right here. So if there's been a limit in a significant partnership, this could be in your marriage, with your partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, any of that. But equally, this could also be just with other people. If you felt limited by other people or with other people, or there's been some invisible limit on you, it's like there's something that you're going to grow past and it's not going to bother you anymore. So there's like a last final layer of something has to dissolve, and then there's growth for you. So there's growth. You're becoming a new person. A lot is happening. So keep going with your incredible journey, Virgo. Thank you so much for being here. We are now going to welcome Libra. Libra, the light is so bright, I'm going to have to turn the blind down. Isn't that interesting? There's so much. We start your reading with light. Let there be light, because the light started to come on in Virgo and it's shining brightly. I have a feeling it's going to shine brightly all through your reading. So what have we got here? We've got Venus. No, we're not at Venus yet. Sorry. We're at Mercury and the Sun. So we've got the Sun. Oh, this is in a fantastic place. So Sun is basically for the first half of the month in a really great position. If you found the eclipse season hard or difficult, it's okay, because as the Sun moves away from the eclipse point here, Sun is moving forward, it's moving out of the dust. If you felt like you've been stuck or you've been in mud or any of that, it's all right. There's forward movement. Sun is moving forward, growing in brightness. It's in a very bright position for you to be seen, for you to be networking, for there to be a lot of growth in your life. So that's really, really good. Oh, now you've got a fantastic Mercury here. Now this is an exalted Mercury, right, in Virgo, but it's in its debilitation house. So it's a mixture of things here. But I actually really like Mercury in Pisces or in the 12th house because it's imaginative. Okay, so you've got all this wonderful imaginative energy here, and it's very sharp, and there's something about you being very sharp, very clever, very strategic, but very imaginative. And maybe you're getting ideas from the divine, or you're getting direct guidance. It's just coming through and it's all making sense. So you've got a really good month ahead, definitely from a Sun and Mercury perspective. Second half of the month, Sun will move into the 12th house. Might be a little bit challenging to sleep a little bit here and there. So you might have a restless night here and there second half of September. But that's not for too long, and that will change. We've got Venus right in your first house. That's huge, and that's your ascendant lord. Oh, and that's also Malavya Mahapurush, and you've got a Hamsa here. I should have been saying that for all the signs, noting what yogas there are. Okay, well, anyway, I'm able to do that here. You've got Venus in Libra all month. Commercializing your creativity. There's something about you connecting with your marketplace, or with your clients, or with your people, or maybe this is if you're in a job at work, things are going well work-wise. So you're able to figure out what people need. You're able to find that win-win. You're able to package things up just right so that it's exactly right for the people that you're, working with, or whatever that is. There's something about you're figuring out, okay, what activity am I doing? What do people want from me? How do I package this up so that they can get the best of me? It's that kind of thing. And I'm trying to think about this in terms of a job, because it makes a lot of sense for a self-employed person, but how does it work in terms of a job? Maybe, well, in your job you've got stakeholders and people that you work with and people who need something from you, and all of that process is enhancing. It's like you're figuring out how to better serve you're figuring out how to better do your job. This could also be international. You're commercializing things internationally. This could be social media is improving, or you're focusing on that, or you're working on that. So we've got that energy there as well. Now Mars powers down in Cancer 18 September to mid-November. That's interesting. Mars is powering down in one sense, but it's going into a work area. So I do see that you're busy work-wise. I can see that you're busy working. So physically, maybe Mars is powering down in some way, but mentally you are active, you're working, you're busy. Okay, so the mind is busy and you're doing a lot with your mind. So on the mental plane, there's no rest for you. You've still got a lot of work to do. Mars is going to be heading into this area here in Leo. I mean, that's all going to be very work, like good time to make money and all that kind of thing. Let's have a look. New moon in Leo Purva Falguni, 11 September. So that's here. Oh, that's brilliant. So this is excellent for newness. This is newness. This is fruits. This is meeting new people. This is glow up on social media. This is new ideas coming in, definitely. But there's something about fruits. There's something about rewards. And there is, I've been saying this across some of the other signs, that there's a crisp new energy here. And because we've just come out of the eclipse, we've got this beautiful new moon on the 11th of September. And it's like there's something crisp and new, and it is connecting in with fruits of your labor. Maybe you're due some kind of recognition or some kind of, something coming in, and that could really come in around the 11th of September. And then we've got a full moon happening in Pisces, Uttarabhadrapada Nakshatra, on the 26th of September. So this is happening in an area of work for you here in the 12th house. So if you feel that there's been something invisible that's been slightly holding you back, it's like you're going to grow beyond this now. That's the last layer. That's the last limitation. And it's like you're going to grow past something. So if there's a level that you've been trying to crack, or somewhere where you've been trying to grow and you feel like there's something invisible that's been holding you back, then that is, you're going to grow beyond that on the 26th of September. Libra, I want to thank you so much for being here. I'm just going to open the blind. I'm going to let more light in so you get more light before you go. There we go. So it's interesting. Did I close the blind for you? I have a feeling I did, and now I'm opening it again. It's going to be like that. London, midday, on an overcast day. The lighting is just, it's up and down, up and down. It's how it goes. All right. Well, Libra, thank you so much for being here. We are now going to welcome Scorpio. Scorpio, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So now we are welcoming Scorpio ascendant, Scorpio moon, or Scorpio sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. Let's have a look at what's going on here, Scorpio. So you've got the sun moving into the 11th house. Oh, this is all just glorious. So you got a whole month of good sun. I don't need to say too much about the sun because it's just all excellent. So you're shining, you're being seen. People are seeing you clearly. And I mean, look, there has been an eclipse here. You might have gone through some challenges, but it's like now the sun is moving forward from the eclipse point. You're being seen, you're being understood. You might possibly make new friends here as we move into, so the second half of the month onwards, sun is going to move into Virgo in the 11th house. Mercury is there in the 11th house, and so this is a time of being seen, but it's social. It's very social. So you might be socializing, you're being seen, you could be earning a lot more money or setting up new income streams, or there's something about new opportunities. There are new opportunities, new people coming in, new opportunities, new people coming in. There's a lot of newness happening here is what I'm seeing. Oh, now Venus is very interesting for you. So that's happening up here in the 12th. I've got here commercial creativity in Libra all month. But for you, it's kind of interesting because it's happening here in the 12th house. So this could be a little bit different. It could be like that. It could be commercial creativity. You're commercializing something, and you're working in that way. But equally, this could also be because we are off the playing field of life here with this Venus. We're not in Kendra position, and this is a bit of time with God type stuff. You might be getting ideas. You might be getting ideas from the other side as to how to commercialize something. So this is good for you to be magnetizing. So you're magnetizing as opposed to, there's no hustle here. You're magnetizing and you're possibly procrastinating a little bit here and there as part of your creativity. So you're not overworking, ideally. Let's have a look at what Mars is doing, because that sort of factors in. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because this is a place where Venus likes to rest here in the 12th. So maybe you're getting a work-life balance is what you're doing. I can see that happening. So you might be creating some kind of work-life balance for yourself because Mars is going to be busy. Mars is moving into a work type of place as Mars goes forward. So yeah, I think it's a sort of a combination of things. You are busy, but you are resting. You're finding a balance. You're finding a very good work-life balance. Now, Mars does power down in Cancer, but it's interesting because your Mars is going into the 9th house. It's getting ready to go into the 10th and 11th, where Mars is very busy. So it's a mixture of things here for you. It's not quite clear cut. But one thing I can say for sure is that you will get some time to rest or change the pace a little bit. You should be able to change the pace. Things should be a bit comfortable, a bit easier for you. So that'll be good. Now we've got a new moon in Leo Purva Falguni, 11th September. So that's here. So this is new ideas in relation to career, work, newness coming into your career sector. So there's something renewing, or some brand new project might start. Maybe you're starting a brand new project. That would actually make a lot of sense because Venus is going to be here in Libra in the 12th right up until the start of January. So you could be starting a new project or doing something new when it comes to work. And then we've got a full moon in Pisces Uttarabhadrapada Nakshatra on the 26th of September. So that's here. This could be if there's something that's been blocking your creativity or a limit. There could be a limit. This could also be something in connection with children as well. But there's like a final limit that is releasing or dissolving and that you're going to grow past. You're going to grow beyond whatever this final limit is. So if you feel like there's been a limit on you, an invisible limit, it's like you're going to grow beyond that, and that thing is not going to bother you anymore. Scorpio, I want to thank you so much for being here. We are now going to welcome Sagittarius. Sagittarius, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so we've got Sagittarius ascendant, Sagittarius moon, or Sagittarius sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. What do we have going on? So we've got sun is moving out of here and stepping into the 10th house. So you're going to have, like, for the first half of the month, you've got sun. Yeah, this is a bit of a thing of being humbled or something. I don't know. Like, maybe you've had a bit of a tough time, actually. You've had to be humbled or something. I don't know. Or maybe there's been some authority figures that have been difficult on you lately, or there could be some slightly difficult energy. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but it turns out I am. So I feel like that is going to shift. So mid-September onwards, Sun is now entering a wonderful place, the 10th house, and it's going to enter the 11th. So you're on that beautiful sun stretch. So that's mid-September onwards. But it wouldn't surprise me if, say, for example, maybe things have been a bit tough. Definitely like first half of September and last half of August. So that's just something to bear in mind. Mercury is very sharp in Virgo all month. Wow. And you are just this talented performer. You're a brilliant speaker. You're sharp. You're on it. You're cracking jokes. Nobody's faster than you. You know, you got it all going on here, Sagittarius. There's really good energy with your Mercury. I know Mercury will improve. This is very good. You're in the best sort of Mercury. You're in the best stretch of Mercury for a while, for a couple of months type thing. You've got great energy. So Mercury, love it. Wonderful energy there. You're sharp. You're on it. You're thinking fast. It's all happening. It's all good. Now, we've got Venus in Libra in the 11th. Oh, well, this is good. I've just read everybody, and I'll come to you and I'm like, this is the one I want. I want this one. Yeah, this is the best of everything. Venus in Libra in the 11th. So the commercialization will be easy. You're making friends. People love what you do. This is just green lights. This is just whatever. This is a bit Midas touch. Like, you've got this Venus until early January. It's very good. So make the most of this energy. You can commercialize your creativity. You can make friends. You can be social. You can meet someone. You can fall in love. You can have all the wonderful experiences. You can have them. Venus can possibly deliver all of these to you. So very, very good energy. I'm excited for that. Now we've got Mars. Oh good, Mars is going to move here. Well, it's interesting. So Mars powers down in Cancer, 18 September to mid-November. So Mars is heading into a place, you talk about power down. Yeah, I mean, you might not want to do much. You might be quite tired at times, and that's okay. Just rest. You know, if you're tired, if you don't want to do much, don't push it. You might have some days where you don't want to do anything, and that's okay. That's good. We need that. I've had that with some of my creativity recently, and it's just like, sometimes, I get so saturated, I can't do anything. It's like, I overworked. You know, it's like, mind you, I mean, I haven't been overworked. Well, sometimes, I don't know. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Yeah, I mean, look, sometimes Mars is going to come in here. It's okay to rest, you know, and everything needs to rest. Like in nature rests. I mean, we have winter. You know, everything stops and there's just time, and it's needed. So, the squirrels, they're going to their little, wherever they go, right, with all their, whatever they have. But that's what happens. We need to recharge, and we're heading into that phase. So, especially for you, like for some people, and this, I've been saying because Mars is still in active sort of, but for you, it's like, no, Mars is powering down, and it is powering down. Like whereas with some other signs, I've been like, Mars is powering down, but you can capitalize and you can do this and you can do that. Not for you so much. Mars is powering down, and there's rest needed. So if you want to chill out and not do much, you've got a reason. Okay, so we've got Moon. New moon in Leo Purva Falguni, 11 September. This is definitely new ideas. This is new academic ideas. New course to study. You might have new things you want to study. You might start some new study, or you might be building a new skill, or you might be going up in authority. You might be like... this is about going up in authority. This is about leadership. This is about taking control of your own life. There's a newness. in your authority, in your ability to take charge of your own life. There's all this kind of thing. It's very nice. That's 11 September. And then we've got a full moon. Pisces Uttar Bhadrapada Nakshatra 26 September. So that's here. So if at home you have felt that there's something, and this could be in relation to your mother, if you felt that there's something, and it could be in relation to how you were raised, if you felt like there's something that's been holding you back, that's going to dissolve. This is like the last layer to dissolve. And there's something you're going to grow beyond. So it's time now. It's like it's time to grow beyond. And that kind of links in with the new moon here with the authority piece. It's like you're growing. You know, you're outgrowing certain old things from your family. And you're going to do it your way. So that is what I'm seeing there, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining. We are now going to welcome Capricorn. Capricorn, welcome. I can see the battery is flashing red, though the timer is flashing red. So I'm going to start a new... Hi there, Capricorn. Got a new battery, new timestamp, time card, whatever. I don't know. It's all new. You've got all the fresh energy. You've got the best energy. Let's have a look here. You might have the best energy here too. Oh, it's very good. Yeah, this is all very good. Okay. I can't wait to chat about your one. You and Libra, I think at the moment, are having some very good... Virgo had a good thing too this time. Well, actually, Sag was good. Anyway, all right. Everybody's got something good. Venus has got something for everybody. So let's have a look. So this is Capricorn, Ascendant, Capricorn Moon or Capricorn Sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. So now we've got Sun and Mercury. So Sun, okay, Sun is coming out of this place and is going into a new place. Yes, so Sun has been in, so this is through to mid-September. You're maybe working underground, you're working behind the scenes, but you're bright and shiny and you see everything. You see the hidden agendas, you see what's really going on. You know, so there's been this through to middle of September. Middle of September onwards, Sun enters a new place where there's leadership energy. Maybe you're being seen a little bit more, but you're still having to be a bit humble, or it's not quite, you're not shining bright like you're going to be when you get up here in the 10th and the 11th houses. 10th house and 11th house, you're shining, everybody sees. You're in charge, you're in control. It's that kind of thing. So it's like, but the brightness is starting to go up. So, you know, mid-September onwards, the brightness is going up. Maybe you're still up and coming kind of thing, but yeah. So the Sun energy will improve. But at the moment, if you feel like you've been working a bit behind the scenes, equally if you feel like things have stopped a bit, it's okay. That's kind of across the board really for most people at this time. So things sort of have stopped a bit, especially if you're watching this. I'm recording this on the 27th of August. We've got one last eclipse and then we're going to have some movement forward. So yeah, things are there. Yeah, it's been a bit interesting. Mercury is very sharp in Virgo all month. I just want to check this. Yeah, I mean, this is good. This is good for skilling up, is what it's good for. It's good for new courses of study, working with a mentor, working with someone, getting strategic ideas and plans, thinking about the future, plotting and planning, thinking about the future, thinking about long-term type stuff, thinking about what you want to do, how you want things to be going forward. So it's good. There's good energy for all of that. We've got great commercial creativity in Libra all month. Oh, especially so because yours is in the 10th house. This is a Malavya Mahapurush Yoga. This is a Hamsa Mahapurush Yoga. We've got some really great energy across the month. And with Venus, this is work energy. This is very much work energy. So there's really not much romance happening here. But it's loving work, and it's, you know, making your work more beautiful, or I don't know, working with or making your workspace more beautiful, or there's something about that, like there's a little bit of focus on the style or the look of what you do or something like that, or paying attention to that. But there's loving what you do, and more so than that, there's finding the win-wins. So you're finding the win-wins. You're finding, okay, that's what those people want from me. I know exactly how to package this up so that it's perfect for them. There's some win-wins happening where it's a win for them and it's a win for you. So there's that energy happening in a big way. And you're figuring it out. You're figuring out, oh, if I do this, and if I move that there, and if I chop and change this, and if I package it up like this, then that's going to be perfect. And then that's exactly what those people need. It's that type of packaging something up. This could be international, this activity or this energy. So there's an international energy here, international networking, you're being seen, it's happening. So there's some very, very good, strong commercial energy, work energy. Mars powers down in Cancer. This is one where you'll want to take care of how you speak to other people, especially partner. There could be some aggressive energies here. You might be in a rush here with other people, so just bear that in mind. And that's 18 September to mid-November. So just be aware of any rush impulses, or if you're rushing other people, or you want to get things done quickly or something like this, just be aware of that. And Jupiter's there. I mean, where's your Saturn? Yeah, I mean, Saturn's just slow wherever it is. So sometimes life is just slow, but Mars can be in a hurry, and it's just that. So that's just something to bear in mind. Mars will aspect into Venus, so it's kind of interesting. There could be an impatience to get things done, but there are some elements slowing that down. So it's okay. It'll balance out. New moon. There's new moon happening. Leo Purva Falguni 11 September. Oh, wow. That's nice. That's in your 8th house. So I think you could be getting some insights into family or some behind the scenes type thing. You're getting some insights there. There's also fruits. Okay, so if you're able to just take time out and enjoy or reward yourself in some way, that's the energy that we've got here. Have some kind of treat or do something nice for yourself. And this could be your family as well. There's something nice happening here. And it very much could be new ideas coming in. And there's a full moon happening on the 26th of September in Pisces, Uttarabhadrapada Nakshatra. So if you feel that there's been something holding you back, and this could be something holding you back regarding siblings, regarding friends, regarding people in your life, could be to do with work, but it's like there's been some limit or layer. It's like, look at that. And sometimes we have these limits and layers, but it's like we're going to erase them. There we go. Oops, I even shaved off a bit of the moon. But the point is, there could be like a thin layer, just one thin layer. There's just some final layer, but it's going to dissolve. It's like the last layer. Okay, there's some last limitation, some last layer that's going to dissolve, and you're growing beyond it because you're maturing, you're growing, you're becoming the new you. These old things can't hold you back anymore. It just can't. It's like, that's something I've been thinking about lately, that like there are some people, when your aura changes, people who lie, lies just can't exist in your space anymore. Like they just can't. Stuff will break down. And that's what happens when you bring a very honest aura into a place. And stuff starts kicking off and breaking down. Have you seen that? And this could be to do with you. This could be in a workplace situation. Because you've got a lot of work energy here. There's something here, and it's interesting that why is that popping into my mind here? There's some reason, some Capricorn needs this. You need to know that you're doing the right thing, and you need to know you're doing brilliantly. And in fact, don't worry if there are all these weird tower moments, as they say in tarot, happening all around you, or if things are crumbling or things aren't working. Your aura might be very honest, and it might be breaking stuff down in other people. Okay, and that could also be why people are irritated with you. So just know that. All you can do is know that. You can't, you're not going to become dishonest or something. No, you're not going to do that. You're just going to keep being you. And you're just going to keep growing is what you're going to keep doing. So there's something like that for a Capricorn here. Or maybe many of you, I don't know. But thank you so much for tuning in. And we are now going to welcome Aquarius. Aquarius, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So this is Aquarius Ascendant, Aquarius Moon, or Aquarius Sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. So what have we got going on, Aquarius? Well, we have got some very interesting energies. Oh, you might have been impacted by the eclipse. How was that for you? Could have been a big time. Could have been a lot going on. I'm recording this on the 27th of August. So yeah, interesting times, hey. Oh, you got a lovely Mercury. I just want to have a look at one thing here. Mercury, yes, it is a lovely Mercury. Wow, you're doing some underground, behind the scenes work. You are strategizing. You're becoming very clear about your direction. There will be forward movement. Sun is going to step away from that eclipse point, and it's going to be like it's going underground. Your sun is kind of going underground in a sort of a way. You will illuminate the darkness. You're going to see a ton of stuff. You're going to figure out a ton of stuff. And I think this is, we can say that with Mercury, it is across the whole month of September. I think you're going to be becoming strategically sharp and on point, but in a hidden way, in a not everyone needs to know kind of a way. You're keeping something quiet, you're strategizing, you're building quietly, but you're making progress now. So this is all of September. You're building, you're making progress. This is fine detail. This is but it's forming underground and you're building it. Okay, so you're making something, it's happening, and you're making sure that strategically this is going to be on point for you. So there's a lot of thinking that's going into this thing, whatever it is. A bit of future thinking as well. Oh yeah, of course, because your Saturn is here as well. Just want to check something. Oh, that's interesting. Right. Okay. Yeah, because this is a long-term thing. So good. I think there's some progress being made. Now let's have a look at Venus in Libra all month. What's happening here? This could be you're skilling up. You're skilling up. You are learning something, but equally you are commercializing your creativity, or you're commercializing something. But equally you might be consuming something as well. You might be consuming some great teachings. Equally, you could be commercializing your skills into something. You might be teaching something yourself. And there's something of a win-win here, where you're figuring out what the people want from you and exactly what to give them. You're packaging it up in such a way that that thing becomes popular. People are like, oh, wow, thank you for putting it together like that, because nobody ever did that before. There's something like this. Maybe you're packaging something up in a unique way. Well, yeah, there's a lot of uniqueness going on here. Yeah, you're doing it differently. Oh, wow. That is interesting. I really like this. You're doing something maybe that's never been done before, or you're packaging this up in a very, very different way. So definitely keep doing that. We've got Mars powering down in Cancer. It's interesting. It's not really powering down for you. You're going to be busy. Okay, so for some people with Mars, I'm like, oh yeah, you're going to be powering down. You're not going to do much. No, Aquarius, you're going to get busy. This is not quite a power down. It's powering down maybe physically. So maybe you're not overworking, you're not overburning, but mentally you're working and you're using the mind, and the mind is busy. and you're working. Okay, that's Mars in the 6th house of work, service, all that kind of thing. So you're busy across this period. We've got a new moon in Leo Purva Falguni. This is happening here. This could be a new start in a relationship. This could be a new relationship. This could be a renewal of your heart. This could be new ideas connecting in with relationship. Maybe you now know more who you are and what you want from that side of your life. And yeah, so that's all good. And then we've got full moon in Pisces Uttarabhadrapada Nakshatra, 26 September, so that's here. If you feel like there's been something that's been holding you back, so this could be like a last layer. Oh, interestingly, there we go. One last layer. There's one last layer that you just have to break through so that you can move forward. And it's like that's going to dissolve and you're going to grow. You're growing in maturity. You're changing as a person. You're not the same person. You've had a bout of reinvention here. Okay. You are not the same person. Rahu's going to be done with you soon. Rahu's going to move into Capricorn. So, and that's going to be, what is that, November, December? Let's take a look, Aquarius, because let me have a look. So when do the nodes change? Right, so that's December. Oh, hang on. No, end of November. Sorry. Let's have a look. Oh, no. Hold on. Right. Yeah, end of November. Okay. So you're not the same person. Especially if you're an Aquarius ascendant. You're somebody else. Rahu will have finished with you and you're somebody else now. That's cool. I really like that. So if you feel like there's some old thing from childhood, some old layer that's been holding you back, oh, you're definitely breaking through that. Because you're maturing, you're growing, you're changing. You're not the same person. You really aren't the same person. And whatever it is from childhood, you are growing beyond that. It's dissolving, it's over, it's done. It's finished. So this one's easy for you. I feel like this is almost like nothing. This little, because it's just a full moon. It's not a big deal. You've had a year and a half of a lot of change. So you're not going to be the same person. Wow, that's very cool. Great. So yeah, you got this sort of little tiny full moon thing that you got to, just get through that. And there's a tiny little layer of nothing that you're going to grow beyond there on the 26th of September. I mean, you just had a year and a half of Rahu. So yeah. And you've had the knocks of the eclipses. You've had the big eclipses. You've done the stuff. You've done the work. So bring it on, December, right? Then yeah, it's a whole new Rahu Ketu axis. Wow, I'm kind of excited. I'm excited for a new Rahu Ketu axis. Yeah, it's been a while. Wow. So Aquarius, look, the eclipses, this sun is moving. So sun will move into, when is it, Virgo? Yeah, middle of the month. Middle of September onwards, you've done the biggest work of all the 12 here. And, it's like sun is moving on. So Rahu Ketu axis won't be very active and the big work is done. Mid-September onwards, you're going to be feeling a lot freer and a lot newer as well. Thanks so much for tuning in, Aquarius. We are now going to welcome Pisces. Pisces, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So this is Pisces Ascendant, Pisces Moon, or Pisces Sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. So what do we have going on here, Pisces? Well, we have got Sun and Mercury. Okay, this is a very nice Mercury. isn't it? No, it'll be a better Mercury next month, but that's okay. It's still good because it is in Virgo and it is still exalted. And it is, do you know what? This is a very thoughtful, chatty Mercury. When Mercury is in the 7th house in a person's birth chart, I have read that people love to talk to them. And they're the person that you never forget, so there's something nice here, like, I don't know, maybe you might have some unforgettable conversations across this month, which would be quite nice. In a good way, like unforgettable in a good way. We've got the sun is in a beautiful spot here actually for you, but it's okay because we've had Ketu here. So if you feel like you've been walking through mud or things have been stuck or there hasn't been much movement, it's all right. The sun is now going to move forward. So for the first half of September, you've just got this brightening sun. It's brightening. And first half of September, you do have that successful winning energy. This is a winning sun. So you've got bright, beautiful energy. It's good for your work. It's good for all that kind of thing. Now, when the sun joins Mercury here in Virgo, you're going to be especially insightful into other people, and you're going to be especially empathetic. There's something illuminated about you, but there's something about when you're with other people, you'll see into them clearly and easily. Carl Jung famously had his sun in the 7th house. So there's something about your empathy being strong. There's something about you seeing into the other person really well and understanding other people really well. So we can say that's across the whole month. I mean, Mercury is there, being sharp and intelligent when it comes to other people. So we've got that energy there. Oh, now this is interesting. You've got your Venus here. This is a sort of mixture of being good for love life, but it is a strong work energy here as well. When it comes to a work energy, if we're looking at this Venus in that way, you're working behind the scenes maybe, or you are preparing something, or you're making something very beautiful, but you are behind the scenes, and you might be commercializing your creativity. You might be finding win-wins. You might be, and this could be where people don't look. You're finding the capability of servicing that area, areas where people neglect or they don't deal with that, or you're figuring out, hey, I could actually do this and that would be amazing, and there's all these people who need that, but nobody's servicing them. So there could be some kind of you could be finding or tapping a hidden niche at this time. You could be figuring out, servicing something where there are all these people who need this thing, but nobody's thought of that, or nobody's doing that, and you figure that out, or so there could be something really amazing there for you when it comes to commercializing your creativity. Relationship wise, what is it like? It's a bit mixed. There can be some nice downtime with partner here, but then we do have Venus in Libra. So it's possibly a good social energy, socializing. There could be some socializing, could even be some travel potentially, but it is a good work energy, definitely. And I'd say you do have quite a bit of a work focus if I look at all this. Let's have a look at Mars. Okay, Mars is powering down in Cancer. 18 September to mid-November. Now, it's interesting. Mars is powering down. It wouldn't surprise me if you've been feeling, tired. When may you have been... oh, God, I hope that doesn't mess up the audio. I've been having such audio issues. But I think I've figured it out. Let's have a look. So what am I... Oh, gosh. I'm messing everything up. I'm touching to Mars and then everything... what do I want to see? I want to see... Oh, no, I want to look up Pisces moon. Okay. Yeah, how long has your Mars been in here for? All right, it's across all of August. It would not surprise me if across all of August, have you been tired or not much happening, or That wouldn't surprise me. Or you might be being restless. You might be having to be at home, but you're restless. Could be some energy like that. Well, I think things improve a little bit, maybe, from a Mars perspective. Mars powers down. So physically, yeah, you might still be a bit tired or a bit bogged down or a bit, energy might be erratic. But it's good for your creativity. I will say that, because Mars is going to move into the 5th. This is creative and the mind is working. So physically you might not be doing as much, but the mind is busy. So, and there's something, and you could be being quite wise. You could be a very good advisor. You could be like a coach as well. This is kind of the coach archetype, Mars and Jupiter. You could be coaching your children or really encouraging your children in some way. You could be encouraging your own inner child, working with your own inner child and encouraging yourself, which is the best person to encourage ourselves is ourselves. So yeah, so that's good energy right there. We've got a new moon, Leo Purva Falguni Nakshatra, 11 September, that's right here. Some newness or renewal when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, when it comes to what you do for a living. There's some renewal there. There could be some new ideas in there where you get ideas that, I want to do this. There could be a cause for celebration. There could be fruits of your labor. There could be, maybe you're celebrating something. Maybe you're treating yourself. Maybe you're deciding, do you know what? I want this thing and I'm going to treat myself to it. We are in a material house here after all. So yeah, there could be some of that as well. Health-wise, you might even get some new ideas regarding your health and how to improve things health-wise. All right, so now we've got a full moon, Pisces, Uttarabhadrapada Nakshatra, 26 September, that's here. Oh, this is your full moon. Wow. Ooh, how did I end up rubbing that out? That's interesting. Well, that's interesting because I've been talking about the limit that's been on everyone, but I just drew a dot above you and it got scrubbed out. And look, I've just drawn a little limit and I scrubbed it out. I undid it just there as well. Yeah, it's that you're unlimited. There's something about this is the last of the limits, because it's like this is the last time in the nakshatra system we have Saturn as the lord of a nakshatra. So it's like you're just on the brink of some kind of major clearing, major healing, major breakthrough, and it's because you're growing as a person. You yourself are growing as a person. You're maturing, you're changing. You're not the same person that you were. Definitely not the same person that you were before maybe this whole eclipse set. I mean, the eclipse set has been here like this for you. But I mean, Saturn is changing you. And Saturn will be changing you through to about Feb 2028 when he moves in here. He's going to pop in there June 2027, but then he goes back into Pisces and then he's really properly in Aries Feb 2028 onwards. So it's like you're renewing. Who you are is renewing. You're becoming this new person. And it's like there is a slight, there might be some slight limit on you, and this is some spiritual etheric past life karma thing, or I don't know what this is, but it's like we can't see it, but it's like there's been something that's been limiting you and you feel it, you know that there's something, something's in the way. You're growing past that, and it's like this dissolves here on the 26th of September. So yeah, things are dissolving, things are changing, you're growing. All you have to do is just keep in present time. Just keep in present time with the changes, because everything is changing. Everything really is changing. And I'm getting that song pop into my head. Everything's Changing by Keane. So I don't know if anybody needs that song. But what I'm going to do is, oh my gosh, the timer is going to cut out. I'm going to put a stop here, and we might have some outro music. I might use the same music that I used at the beginning, which is just a little tribute to Dolly Parton. I managed to find someone playing the guitar, playing the Coat of Many Colors, so I feel like I can possibly just use a grab of that at the beginning of this and at the end. So yeah, I'm wishing you well. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone, and I look forward to seeing you next time.